What up, guys? It's Ryan from PhoneWagon. Here we are, day 35, morning updates. Today, going to do something a little bit different. Instead of morning update, I just want to tell a quick story and give you guys some background on the story first. So, first off, I wrote a blog post for a company called Groove today as a guest post. It came out this morning. And I really like this story. I thought I should share it with them. They have a huge audience, so that's why I decided to publish on their blog instead of our own blog. But I wanted to create a video and tell you guys a little bit about um, that story and why it's beneficial to create these lifelong relationships with customers that will help solidify your business. And the article headline is how you can use this unscalable tactic to create lifelong customers. And the thing that I talk about in the article is really building a true relationship with a customer, starting off on a foundation of trust, transparency, and honesty, right? Don't be robotic when you're answering the phone. Hey, welcome to PhoneWagon. This is Ryan. How may I assist you? Be very real, humanize yourself, and really invest into the relationship. I personally like to send text messages with customers from my phone to their phone. It's blue, the iMessage. It just feels like it's a more personal interaction than if I'm, hiding behind a generic email, even my own email, or if I'm hiding behind like help desk tickets and things like that. Granted, it's completely not scalable, but I do think that there is something to be said about talking to someone one on one, especially if you know that that person is, like the owner of the company and things like that. You feel like you're getting kind of let in, not like behind the scenes, but you feel like you're at least talking to a decision maker who, if you do have any issues or anything, and that they can fix them. And by the way, if you have suggestions, a lot of times people and businesses who are, early adopters are going to want to contribute and give you their feedback on the product. And that's a great win-win because they're able to add value to your business, you're able to add value to their business because ideally you have some type of tool that is going to help them, or you're creating content that's going to help them. The other thing that I talk about in the article, Gary Vaynerchuk talks about it a lot, is how, when you're doing this and you're creating this lifelong relationship with a customer, you're trying to give them way more value than you want to receive from them. Ultimately, yes, you want them to be a customer, give you some feedback, and retain as a paying customer for as long as possible and give you referrals, all that. Yes, ideally, in a great, perfect world, that's what you want. But what will happen and what will actually make that happen is if you're able to add so much value to their business that they're going to then view you as a true partner and the business is mutually beneficial, or the relationship is mutually beneficial, okay? Because what you're going to do is ideally, like for instance, in my case, and the guy that I talk about in the Groove article, and I'll link the article below. He came on board. He does advertising for chiropractors, and he does like pay per call for chiropractors. So I came from that space. I came from lead gen, came from marketing. So I was able to give him a lot of takeaways and things that I've done in the past that worked, that didn't work. He's able to help me with some funnel stuff that he's doing, and Facebook advertising and way to create custom audiences and things like that. He's using the product. He's giving me feedback. He was an initial use. He was like one of our top not top, but one of our first 3 to 5 paying customers back in January, and obviously still on board. We still communicate very frequently and things like that. So it's really important, to have those what I call champion customers, right? Who you're able to feel comfortable with. You feel like they know, they know your product, they know the company, they know where you're going and where you're at currently. So you're not faking anything. Everything is very, very authentic. It's very real. And then again, that's going to make that relationship strong. So if there are any hiccups in the business, if there's a product, glitch, if they can't do something, they're waiting for a feature, they're not just going to leave. And the other thing I talk about in the article is how, if you're viewed as just this vendor, right? They just found you on the internet, they're using your product, you're just a vendor, there's no face, there's no person, there's no humans behind it. They're going to drop you if something goes wrong, right? They're going to drop you. And they're going to probably pick up something else, something that's better, cheaper, faster, whatever it is. But if you're a true partner in their business, they're not going to just drop you at the first sign that there's a hiccup in the product or whatever. They're probably going to work through you. They're probably going to help you, and they're probably going to be the ones that want to discover that first and show you what's happening. So I talk about that. I think that's really interesting. It's really good to start to build these genuine, authentic relationships with customers, so that then you have this base of people that'll give you true, honest feedback. And these customers need to be people that are completely unrelated to you. You have to have found them uh, organically, which means they have to have came to you. They can't be friends and stuff, because I don't think that the feedback is going to be truly objective. There's going to be a little bit of, they're going to kind of pad it a little bit when you start to ask the tough questions. So find those customers, build genuine relationships with them. Again, it might not be scalable. It doesn't matter. It is a very good use of your time. And then that will help you out in the long run. It'll help you build solid customer foundation. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. If you've done that before, ideally, I want you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have a content videographer coming out here July 1st who's going to spice all this up. So it's not just me in my really awkward apartment recording videos by myself, but it'll be some edits on here. It'll be a nice beginning, nice end. Stuff that the guys want, stuff that you want. I know I'm giving you what you want. So anyway, yeah, let us know in the comments how you build relationships with customers, your thoughts on doing that. If you think it even makes sense, it makes sense to me. I included an example, screenshots, all that good stuff. But let me know what you think, and see you guys tomorrow.